My name is Joe Allen, and this story is called Little Snowshoes. In an icy, frigid landscape, an Inuit girl raised by polar bears must unite the bears and her own people to fight off a grave threat. The short-form animated adventure film, Little Snowshoes tells a story of identity, belonging, companionship and community, depicting a culture that is at serious risk of being erased from living memory. Our story begins in the depths of a vicious blizzard. An infant Inuit is lost by her tribe in their struggle through the snow. Lost in the storm, the little girl is found unconscious by a polar bear. Years later, Akka, now a young woman nicknamed Snowshoes, leaves the family of polar bears that raised her to track down a missing bear. Akka is accompanied by another bear, Sakari, her best friend. In their search, they encounter a raised Inuit village and discover Aloysius Graves, a terrifying hunter and trapper. Akka follows Graves back to his sailing ship, as Sakari sets out to warn the other bears. On board, Akka discovers Graves' plan to hunt down the bears for their expensive furs, but is discovered herself before she can escape. Moments before Graves can interrogate her, Sakari charges in to rescue her, and the two manage to escape together. However, Sakari's attack propels Graves into a relentless quest to wipe out the polar bears. As Graves' attack grows increasingly dangerous, the bears turn to the Inuit for help. And in doing so, Akka rediscovers her father, Taku. The discovery of her Inuit family drives a wedge between Akka and Sakari, and the two argue before parting ways. But when Sakari and Taku were both abducted by Graves, Akka rallies the remaining humans and bears in a newfound alliance to mount a rescue. Akka and her allies free the prisoners from Graves' ship, and he and Akka face off in an epic duel. But when Akka refuses to kill him, Graves lunges for the young Inuit in blind fury, getting his foot caught in the rigging and pulled overboard by a heavy cannon, dragging him down into the frigid ocean, ending the terrifying hunter's threat to the polar bears and the Inuit forever. Akka is an Inuit lost by her family as an infant and raised by a tribe of polar bears in the harsh, snowy landscape. Headstrong, confident, Akka conceals identity issues, shown through her being the only human in a tribe of polar bears. Whatever insecurities she may have, however, Akka will stop at nothing to protect those she cares about, whether they be polar bear or Inuit. In contrast to Akka, Sakari is reserved and prefers to spend time away from the bulk of the bear tribe, often just with Akka herself. A surrogate older sister to Akka, Sakari can be clumsy and nervous, but is an excellent tracker and seal hunter. Despite her nervousness, however, when her tribe is threatened, Sakari is unafraid of conflict, particularly when she charges in to rescue Akka from the bear hunters. Our villain, Aloysius Graves, is a terrifying man with a scar on his eye and a wooden leg. Harsh, cruel and showing signs of madness, Graves is determined not to allow anything to interrupt his pursuit of his goal. But he becomes consumed after his encounter with Akka and Sakari, obsessed with wiping out the polar bears and the Inuit alike. However, he doesn't count on Akka's ingenuity in uniting the bears and the Inuit to rid him from their land.